The last thing I want this to be is a celebrity drama channel, but I do think that the War On Chappell Roan, I don't actually know how to pronounce her name, I'm sorry. I do think that the consistent yelling at her for all of the things that she has quote-unquote done over the past month maybe, has just been utterly ridiculous to the absolute point of complete and utter nonsense. And I think that it's a very important discussion to have around the entitlement that people have towards celebrities. And so we're just going to talk about it. So if you're not aware, Miss Roan, I'm going to just use the last name because, again, I don't want to butcher it too much. Miss Roan is a lesbian pop star who has made some songs. I'll be honest with you, I really haven't listened to any of her songs. You know what? Let's go do that right now. Okay, so that was pretty good. I listened to like one song, but hey, it was good. Anyway, so she makes pretty decent pop music. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was actually really cool. I think I'm gonna listen to the rest of her stuff after I'm done filming this video. But a while back, Miss Roan ended up posting this video. Let's go ahead and give it a quick watch.
Abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal.
Chappell Roan posted a video on.
I don't care. Hey. Let me watch the rest.
I don't want whatever the you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug.
No, she's right.
That's not normal. That's weird.
Chappell captioned the.
So yeah, this was the first thing that Miss Roan ended up posted that got a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people really pissed off. Like a lot of people just. What is that flashing? Is my freaking camera haunted? What the hell is going on? Hold on. So anyway, this was the first thing that she would end up posting that would get a lot of people pissed off. Basically, people calling her entitled, people calling her selfish, people telling her that she's not prepared for fame, and you're all fucking idiots. Ever since the dawn of celebrities, it's been a pretty well-known thing that you people are really freaking weird, and you feel. I find it odd to call someone entitled for not wanting to take a photo or say hi or spend time with you just because you happen to like their art or their content. It's one of those things that I just really don't understand. But since the dawn of celebrities, people have felt like they are entitled to the celebrity's time, to the celebrity's photos, to their voice, to all of these other things. They feel like the celebrity owes them something because they happen to see the celebrity on TV or listen to their music or on the big screen, or hell, even in the modern era on things like YouTube and Twitch and things like that. People feel entitled to their favorite creators of content, and it's always been a problem, and it's been one that a lot of celebrities have been outspoken about for a long time. And I just find it absolutely bizarre that so many people would go to Miss Roan and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that you would say no to a photo, your fans who gave you everything. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, as somebody who has a mildly successful YouTube channel, I am forever grateful for every fan, for everything they've ever given me. And I personally, if I'm ever out in public and one of my fans, I don't really like calling people fans, but one of my followers recognizes me and wants to take a photo or something, I personally wouldn't say no. But not everybody's the same way. And like another thing too is like, you got to understand that celebrities have lives, guys. Celebrities want to live their lives. Even if I do run into someone who likes my content and they want to, you know, take a photo and talk for like a couple of minutes, that's fine. But eventually, especially depending on what I'm doing, like if I'm out like eating with my family or something as well, like don't don't bother people like that, man. It's just freaking weird. But like, if I'm out and I'm like shopping and you come across me and be like, hey man, what's up? Yeah, cool. And I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna get back to shopping because I have a real life outside of the camera. I have a real life outside of these things. And Miss Roan has a real life outside of her studio, outside of her appearances at Universal Music Group. You know what I mean? Or whatever award show is going on, right? She has a life outside of that and she wants to live it. And she's not talking about like meet and greets or concerts or anything like that. She's talking about when she's out in the world in her regular everyday life, trying to live her life. And people are still just being absolute weirdos. But it did not stop there. A little while later, this video would end up coming out with Miss Roan.
Photographers seemed to tell her to shut the f up after she turned away from the camera. The Hot To Go singer quickly reacted.
Boss lady. Absolute boss lady. Listen to me, bro. If you don't think that was some of the hardest you've ever seen in your life, I don't care. So what the story was that a paparazzi ended up telling Miss Roan to shut the f up. And she responded, no, you shut the f up. And then she said, not me. Boss lady. Queen. Amazing. Let me explain something to you real quick, okay? The paparazzi have long since been established to be the most infuriating people in the entire world. Nobody likes the paparazzi. Lady Gaga, I guess, right? Nobody likes the paparazzi. In fact, if you are outed as being somebody who is part of the paparazzi, you are instantly disliked as a human being because the paparazzi are known stalkers and harassers and honestly abusers, if we're being real, like mental and emotional abuse. The paparazzi are the most lowbrow scumbag human beings on the planet. Nobody freaking likes them. And yet we have had to deal with their bullshit for way too goddamn long. So the more that we go through this, the more that we hear about people going after Miss Roan for basically establishing boundaries as a celebrity and not taking anybody's the less and less I feel like any of you have any actual human empathy for anyone, right? Because if you can't be like, yeah, she deserves to live her life without being harassed for photos. She deserves to not get told to shut the f up when she's just existing as a human being. If you don't think that she deserves that, then you're just wrong. But that all compares to nothing when it comes to Miss Roan's political takes. Now, I'm going to explain to you one thing real quick, and you probably know this about me already, but I am a leftist. I'm not a liberal, I'm not a Democrat, I am a leftist. I am far left. I am a socialist, I am a leftist. I believe that all humans deserve the right to Medicare and meals and homes and all of these things. I believe that people, as long as they're not hurting someone else, deserve the right to live in peace and quiet. I believe in all of that. And if you don't, sue me. But I will unfortunately be voting for another fucking Democrat because our two-party system has continued to screw us over in the real world. However, outside of that, Miss Roan ended up posting another TikTok about the election.
Woke up and to like people just skewing it even more. Endorsing and voting are completely different. I don't agree with a lot of what is going on with like policies. Like obviously, fuck the policies on the right, but also fuck some of the policies on the left. That's why I can't endorse. That's why I can't like put my entire name and my entire project behind one. Because there is no way I can stand behind some of the left's completely transphobic and completely genocidal views. So yeah, there are huge problems on both. You know what is right and wrong, and so do I. Fuck.
Now, one thing that I'm not going to agree with her is calling the Democrats the left, because anybody who has like knowledge of actual political definitions and political spectrums will understand that the Democrats are not the left. They are at best center right, maybe center, but they are not the left. The Democrats are not and never have been the left. People have called them the left because they're the closest thing to the left that America has, but they're not the leftists. And a lot of this is what she's talking about, right? Pro-genocide, a lot of the transphobic rhetoric, some of the absolute spinelessness of the Democrats is my biggest problem, right? Because when the Republicans and the conservatives want something, it's all, oh, look at me, we give it to them. Look at they passed all of their bills that they wanted. But when the Democrats, quote unquote, want something, it's all about compromises. It's all about compromising with the other side. Oh yeah, we would love to give everybody the ability to not die when they get sick, but man, those Republicans, they just wanted another $10 billion to blow up innocent brown people overseas, so we're gonna give it to them so that we could get people to not die while being sick. Just kidding. It's actually a completely screwed up system and still relies on capitalism. You, right? Okay, but yeah.
Trump for fucking real, but fuck some of the shit that has gone down in the Democratic Party that has failed people like me and you. And more so, Palestine.
I agree.
And more so, every marginalized community in the world.
I agree.
So no, I'm not gonna settle for what the options that are in front of me. And you're not gonna make me feel bad for that. So yeah, I'm voting for fucking Kamala. But I'm not settling for what has been offered because that's questionable. It's questionable that our actions of our government, the actions of the internet, the actions of you and me. If this is what you are not understanding, you know what? Endorsing someone, if someone is publicly endorsing a political figure, that doesn't even mean that they're gonna fucking vote for them. Because as I said in my other video, actions speak louder than words.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna let this narrative of like me not playing both sides. No. This is not me playing both sides. This is me questioning both sides because this is what we have in front of us. So if you look at my statement and you're still like, she's just playing both sides, like she doesn't wanna. No, you're not getting it. I'm critiquing both sides because they're both so fucked up.
Yep.
Voting is all we have right now in the system. And so I encourage it, yet again, vote for who in your mind is the best option for what we have right now.
Yeah.
Because it's all we can do. And I hope this makes it clear that no, I'm not picking the sides of what we have right now. Yes, one's obviously better than the other. But Jesus fucking Christ, I hope you don't settle for what we have and put your name behind someone that you don't fully trust because of their blatant actions. I just woke up and
so yeah, she has a big point. So why is this video the part of the War on Chappell Roan? Well, it's because unlike the last two, which were arguably probably coming from centrists and rightoids who feel entitled to celebrities and feel like celebrities have to act a certain way just because they're celebrities, this is actually coming from leftists. Well, I'm not going to say leftists. That's a bit of a new true Scotsman. There probably are leftists, but a lot of them are liberals, right? People who are voting Democrat. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe she's saying that the Democrats have also done bad. Like, this is just more criticizing of a woman who deserves no criticism because she is correct. I'm not going to say deserves no criticism. Maybe she has done some problematic shit, but I'm saying that like in all three of these instances, she's just being a reasonable human being, a normal, reasonable human being. Yes, we should expect more from our people in office. Do you guys forget that the people in office are supposed to work for us? We're not supposed to just blindly be like, oh yes, Mr. President, whatever you say, Mr. President. Right? Like, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to hold our elected officials accountable. This is just something that we as a society are supposed to do. I think a lot of people forget that politicians are supposed to work for us, and they just haven't. For years and years and years and years, politicians haven't. I say that we take some lessons from the French, if you know what I mean. But hey, let me know what you think down below. And if you're a fan of Miss Chappell Roan, then let me know what your favorite song by her is down below, because I am going to check some out after filming this video. And I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you in the next one.